What's up, family? Let me say this. I know there's people out there who are trying to hold my past over my head, like the Pharisees wanted to do to everybody. And when Christ called them out, pissed a lot of people off. Y'all know this is why they crucified him, right? Because he was a criminal, a rebel, a renegade. Did he have sins? Probably. Maybe the Catholic Church tried to whitewash. I don't know. I'm not here to say that. I don't know. But Yeshua, that man, first time around, what his lifestyle was like. I know what mine was like, and it was pretty fucked up because I live here in Babylonia, and I'm not trying to scapegoat myself, say, oh yeah, I'm just a product of my environment. Well, we all are. Isn't that interesting? It's holistic. Not just a product of your environment. I'm not trying to reduce that. You know what I mean? But we are very much formed by our environment. That's one factor. Another factor is your inner voice, how you used it throughout your life to discern right from wrong, wisdom, right? That's another factor. Very important one. But I know damn well straight that the marketized man, environment, has reproduced a lot of fucking ugly shit in the name of Mammon, the dollar bill, because we prioritized it instead of righteousness. It's the culture, society, the zeitgeist, the social fabric. We're so scared, right? So scared. I think we all, humanity forgot that fear is where faith begins. And we're just like, we don't ever want to experience that again. Starvation. Let's just rape the earth of all we can and never stop, and just reproduce, manufacture, so we never die again, because death is so scary. We just never got over our fear of death, because maybe because we had a lot to learn from the indigenous cultures that we so-called colonized. When I say we, I just mean humanity, the ones who did. I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't do it. You know what I mean? The colonizers who try to go to indigenous cultures, and yeah, you learn from them and say, let's be friends. But you also have a way of turning them into something, civilizing them. But not quite the other way around, is it? Did you really learn from them? I hope. I think we still have a lot of learning to do. How many shamanistic capitalists are out there? How many medicine men are running around? If we had a medicine man in the Oval Office, maybe he wouldn't be a pussy grabber. but a shaman in the old office. Maybe the globe would spin in nothing but harmony and beauty and restoration. But we have fearmongers in office. We have politicians, they're called frontmans for the game show called for the band. The band called, I don't know, America. Americans, listen here. I have what it takes to lead this country. This cunt with trees. Oh, fuck, it's ridiculous at this point. If you don't... We create Babylon everywhere we end up taking and trying to civilize and trying to build big empires, but we don't even fucking need luxuries that we don't even fucking need to breathe. But we think that greed and comfort and power and all that makes us high and tall and proud and arrogant is somehow like good, righteous way of life. It's wild when you think about it. I don't know how it ever happened that we've come this far and live a lifestyle of excessive, ridiculous indulgence in Mama Nature's material, natal, plentiful wealth that was already there if we just partake with appreciation. But no. Instead, we want property, the right to property. Take, rape. Now I'm powerful. Now I might not die. I'll get as much as I can. Look, I'm mocking because I think we just forget. The more we get, we just forget. The more we get, we just forget what life is about. Right? It's the more we give. Christ said, give and you shall receive, not get and you shall receive. And so here we are. Got a lot of unlearning to do. Could do it the easy way or the hard way. I don't know. It's in the master. I don't say master, really. I say the loving Abba Father and Mama Nature's hands to unfold. It's get ugly if we don't learn how to overcome our clinging behavior here in these United States, our clinging to comfort, which is not righteous. So we mistaken a comfortable life for a righteous life. Hard work. I earned this comfort. Work. Comfort. Work hard so you can have a lot of comfortable privacy. Who allowed people to have these kind of values and not go back to reevaluate the way the world was going and say, how is that Christ-like? No, we won't all be Christ-like. He was the sacrificial lamb that we could see. I don't know how it happened. But instead of us realizing that he wanted us to actually step into that position after he left and be like him, we turned into a paganized idolatry of Jesus Christ. Where he was just going to be there when we needed him to forgive us of all our bullshit. But we'll go there. Also, anybody who might happen to want to try and catch me still, catch 22, if they wanted to do to the fugitive of Nazareth, I'm done. Really done with my past. Really. I'm home now. And I'm going forward. There's no going back. So anybody who tries to manipulate me or trick me into, you know my weaknesses. Do I have to state them? Do you want me to state them? Do you think it's embarrassing? I'm not embarrassed at all. I don't give a fuck. Y'all got them too. Y'all got weaknesses and shit we done in our past, and yeah, I was a mess. If you really cared, you'd want to go back and find out how this happened. That a fatherless child. How many times is a widow mentioned in the old scriptures, right? Throughout the Judaic cultures, widowed and fatherless children that we're not paying any attention to. If you really want to know how all this happened, maybe you'd, instead of dangling it over a man's head, try to understand. How I ended up doing what I did, or having a past that's not pretty. Namely, divorce, so I could live a playboy lifestyle on the down low. I'll stop there. You want to take it further? I don't give a fuck. Got no shame about my sexuality. I hope you have no shame either. Let's have an honest conversation about this shit. There's nothing to hide. Maybe you also think I do. I'm done with the games. I had to come to this point where I had to come home, so to speak. Even though home you can make wherever you lay your head, wherever I may roam. Wherever I may roam. That's where home really is. But there's something interesting about coming full circle, about being home, and kind of where you're born, your birthplace, Scantonioni, I call it. Anyway, I'm going to stop here for now. Wish you well. Thank you.